Good morning, my dear children. This is P. Vasantakumar, social teacher from DAV High School, SDSTPS, AP Genco, Naltur. Children, today I am going to start a new chapter, Europe. That is a part 1. Learning objectives of this lesson. By the end of the chapter, you will be able to define a location of Europe, illustrate the mountains, plains and rivers of Europe. Introduction of the chapter. Europe is named after a beautiful Greek goddess called Europa. Europe is the world's second smallest continent but has the third largest population. Europe is a crowded continent with over 40 different countries. Children, do you know that are the rivers, seas and oceans which surrounded Europe? And do you know the weather and the other geographical features of Europe? Let us know in this chapter. Try to find out the answers to these questions. Children, Industrial Revolution took place first in Europe. Children, first we should know what is the meaning of Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution was a time when the manufacturing of goods moved from small shops and homes to large factories. This shift brought about changes in culture as people moved from rural areas to big cities in order to work. The industrial production in Western Europe made them to take a change of have control over many other regions and other countries. Now, children, where is located Europe? Europe is located to the west of Asia and north of Africa. The total straight line distance between India and Europe is 6,590 kilometers. Children, now we should identify the boundaries of Europe. There is an ocean called Arctic Ocean to the north and the west of Europe, which is mostly frozen for most of the year. This Arctic Ocean separates the continents of North America and Europe. About 500 years ago, the Europeans discovered the sea route to America, and millions of Europeans migrated to the continent of America and settled down in America. Why should we call Europe is the middle of the world? Europeans only know about Europe and some parts of West Asia and Africa around Mediterranean Sea, which was thought to be in the middle of the world and hence called middle of the world. To the east of Europe, there are mountains which are not very high. They form a boundary. And Asia and Europe are one continuous landmass and is called Eurasia. Now let us learn more about the mountains, plains and rivers of Europe with the help of map. Europe has several high snow-covered mountains. Alps are the most important ranges covered by snow all round the year. The Alps are the highest mountain range system that lies entirely in Europe, stretching to approximately 1200 kilometers. The Caucasian mountains are also very high and covered with snow all round the year and lie between Caspian and Black Seas, and they form the southern boundary of Europe. There are no large plateaus in Europe. There are only small plateaus in countries like France, Germany, and Spain. The Eastern Europe is a vast plain which stretches across several countries like Russia, Ukraine, Poland, Belarus, etc. These plains experience heavy snowfall and bitter cold in winter, and in summer the snow melts, forming small streams start flowing. These small streams form mighty rivers together. These plains are the origin for the rivers like Dnieper and Volga, which is the longest river in Europe. The rivers in Europe help not only in irrigation but also help to carry out international trade and transport people and goods from place to place. Example, River Rhine is the most important river which flows through many European countries. Many industries are located in the cities near the sea area which help in intercontinental trade through water. Unlike the Rhine, the Volga drains into the Caspian Sea, which is a vast lake. Through this riverway is not possible transport to the open sea. Hence, the cities on the Volga are not linked to transcontinental trade through waterways. Children, next session we will discuss about describe the peninsulas, islands and base of Europe and interpret climate of Europe. Thank you, my dear children.